Hey, what's up, guys? This is Katie Cloudy, and after months of searching for a new phone and their entire OnePlus 8 Pro fiasco, I finally landed on this, the iPhone 12. The product read 128GB iPhone 12. I pre-ordered this a week ago on Apple Online Store, and I finally got it on day one. I got it this morning, and these are my thoughts and my experience after one day or 12 hours of use, because the title sounds nice, 12 hours with the iPhone 12. But you know what? Let's start from the beginning and take a look at the unboxing. No one ever sees me, I'm losing every battle. No one ever sees me, I'm losing every battle. Now, like I always say, the unboxing is pretty simple and straightforward, but this time it actually is. The box itself is very slim and light because there are no charger or earphones, and I'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, after unwrapping the plastic like a maniac, once we open the lid, we are presented with the iPhone 12 itself, and opening it up, holding it, and removing that white screen protector, there is the iPhone 12 in all its glory, but we'll get to that once again in a bit. Now, checking out the rest of the contents of the box, there's barely anything there. You get the literature packet with, the instruction manual, the quick start guide, and also the product red sheet, which tells you that a portion of this purchase goes to investing in COVID relief, which is nice. And also you get one single Apple sticker, not two, just a single one this time. And also at the bottom you get the USB Type-C to Lightning cable. No charging brick, no earphones. Kind of a bummer. Now, to give my 2 cents on this entire no charger situation, it's kind of awkward because I'm not really affected by this. I literally have a drawer full of power bricks. I also have my old 18-watt USB-C fast charger, which fits in the cable which comes in the box. So yeah, I'm pretty much set. Also, I have a wireless charger, so I literally have a couple of different ways to charge my iPhone 12. So like I said, I'm not really affected by it, but that doesn't really justify not shipping such an essential component in the box itself. I mean, they say that they're saving the environment, but I really take that with a huge grain of salt. Let's be honest, they are just cutting costs and cutting corners because they have to put all that 5G hardware. To be honest, all of these environmental effects are being taken away from Apple and simply being offset to third-party accessory manufacturers, people who just make chargers and other stuff for iPhone 12 customers. And because of this new thing, they'll probably ramp up the production of their own chargers for iPhone 12 customers. So, I mean, the only person who's winning is Apple over here. The only party who's winning is Apple, and the environment maybe a little bit. And like I said, none of these benefits are being passed on the consumer. But yeah, those were just my 2 cents on the entire no charger thing. But you know what, let's get ahead and talk about my first impressions of using an iPhone for the first time. Firstly, the design. Let's talk about the design first. Now, the design on the iPhone 12 is a kind of a huge change from the iPhone 11. This phone is like completely flat. The glass is flat, the sides are flat, and it's very reminiscent of the iPhone 5s era of design language, which was a public favorite. And it just looks so pretty. You can just simply stare at it for hours, and it's just really good. But what's equally as important is the in-hand feel, and that's very good as well. The flat sides give it a very good grip. It's not that slippery compared to previous iPhones. And the 6.1-inch form factor is also very handy and very portable. I think it's very nice. I wish it were a little taller in terms of the aspect ratio, but I still really like it. Now, I went with the product red version, and most people don't really like this color because it's not red. Kind of agree, it looks like a shade of a lipstick. But you know what, I kind of dig this color. I don't like the blue, and this was like the next best option. Also at the front, you can see that red oozing out at the edges. Really like that as well. I think it looks pretty sexy. So yeah, I think I made the right decision by going for product red. But let's be real. My first day, this entire day, half of it was spent just gazing at the incredible design and just kind of believing the fact that I finally have an iPhone now. But the other half was spent just adjusting and using and dealing with iOS. Now, I've been an Android user for the past 6 years, like a hardcore and reducer like custom ROMs, rooting, flashing, all that stuff. So yeah, this is kind of a huge jump for me, and I will outline all of that later in subsequent videos and also my full review. But now what I feel is that, I mean, iOS is not really that difficult to use. I mean, I have, used an iPad before, but using iOS on a phone is fine. Seriously, it's fine. Now where things get icky for me is the fact that I've just developed like 6 years worth of muscle memory for like Google's launcher, and retraining that muscle memory is gonna probably take a while. And using apps like WhatsApp, which is like totally different from Android, and that's gonna take a while. But other than that, I think iOS is pretty pleasant to use. It's just so smooth, and iOS has always been smooth. It's constantly running at 60 frames per second, and the A14 Bionic is a monster. I think it's gonna last for years. I still have to test it though. I still have to test a lot more other things, including the camera, the Dolby Vision HDR video recording, easily my favorite feature of all, and also other things like the battery and a bunch more other stuff. So yeah, if you want to watch all that, definitely subscribe. I will have a ton of content, very interesting and insightful content, might I add. And yeah, hopefully you like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.